What's up, guys? So I just posted a video of me playing pinball, the tables from the Arcade1up, and it had licensed music in it. I forgot to turn that off in Pinball FX, so it's demonetized. So I figured we'd go live for a little bit, play a few of these, and just see what's good in general. Hey, what's up, guys? You see here, going to play some tables live. Yeah, I just posted this a little bit ago, but unfortunately it was demonetized because it had the licensed music that comes with Pinball FX. So I've turned that off. We should be kosher now. And yeah, we'll check out a few of these tables. I really want to get back to that Star Wars Empire table. That one was a lot of fun. And I mentioned it on that video, but would really recommend, if you're thinking about getting the Arcade1up Pinball, then check out these tables on Pinball FX. It's just such a good way to preview what's going on. This table is crack. I tell you, I had zero interest in the Star Wars pinball from Arcade1up, but after playing this, I don't know. It's going to be a tough decision between that and Attack from Mars. Also not the same without the licensed music. When you guys are playing this for real and you're not broadcasting it, get that licensed Star Wars music going, man, that is what's up. Yeah, that's what I get for not paying attention. I keep looking away from the screen like a dumb shit. So again, this is a table that will be on the Arcade1up. We do get some of the new Disney Trilogy tables, so I don't know. Maybe you're into that more than I am, but for me, I like the OG stuff. We are going to get haptics, we know, from just the different animations and stuff that happen on screen. You're going to get some feedback on that, some actual physical feedback when you're playing. Makes a big difference, I'm sure. If they can nail that, and I tend to think they can because I know they spent a lot of time on it, but if they can nail that, I mean, this machine is going to be really engaging. It's just going to come down to if 24 inches is a big enough screen. And that might depend on how good your vision is and all that. I mean, I don't know. 24 is definitely the minimum I think you could get away with a virtual pinball. Still don't understand how this stormtrooper stuff works. I think you're supposed to get the ball in that path and blow it up, but I don't know. It's weird. Seems like kind of a weird mechanic, like you're supposed to blow up your ball. What's up with that? Goober, they did say that there's haptic feedback, so that's 100% confirmed. No game sound. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't know how to offhand turn on game sound. I guess maybe the volume's just too low on it. I guess we'll have to make do without game audio. Sorry about that, guys. There's not much to hear on this anyway because the trademark sound is turned off. I have a recorded video I did of these tables that you can watch, which has the actual commercial licensed music. So that video can't be monetized on YouTube, but I still posted it so you can watch it and see what's up. And actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just play this through my speakers. So you guys will at least get it through the mic. Not ideal, but yeah.
For me, you like to hit the ground here. I want to check it out. It won't take long.
Okay. Hopefully that's a little better for you. And again, if you want to hear the full audio, just check out that video I posted about an hour ago. It's got better music than this one anyway. JY, which one am I leaning towards? Well, I was all in on Attack from Mars until I realized how much I like this Empire table. So I don't know, man. The Attack from Mars table, it's a little boring compared to this. Obviously, I mean, it's just basic old school art, pinball. It is what it is. I probably will still lean toward that because the artwork is so dope. I'm not super in love with the Star Wars artwork, but I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you for sure. I think that's going to have to be a game day decision. And thanks, Supers. Appreciate it, man. It's been a busy day. Also, it's raining all day, so I can't exactly get outside and do anything. I might as well dick around on YouTube. I'm also probably wearing everybody out with how much I posted and streamed today, but oh well. Which one do you guys plan to get? Do you plan to buy one? Do you know which one you're going to get? If so, are you still trying to figure that out? Supportist. Okay, got you, man. I wondered how to say that earlier. I know you were on my other stream asking some questions. I wasn't sure how to say your name. That other stream was interesting, by the way, with the Eunice guys. I don't know how many of you watched it. I know Supportist, you were on it, but I think they're still in the early days of developing their full home arcade strategy, just like ice games. But you heard from Arcade1up, they're going to get into the commercial space at some point. I think you're going to see players there doing arcades. I don't think there's going to be that big line in the sand between home and commercial. I think it's all going to kind of merge. Universal Pinball, I think it's still probably coming. Obviously, Zen has the licenses for those tables, the Back to the Future, or I think a Jaws, was it? I don't remember what all was on it, but I'm sure Arcade1up can license that. But I'm also sure they can't just launch like 10 different tables at once. They had to kind of pick, I imagine, which ones would sell the best. But I bet we'll get it eventually. Keep in mind, too, that there's going to be a wave 2 of these pinball machines eventually with potentially online leaderboards, potentially DLC and all of that. But I think this is going to be a big seller for them. And if I'm right, and it is a big seller, then you're going to see them drop. You're going to see them drop more titles, more tables. Yeah.
For the last time, Admiral.
God, I hate these pop-ups on FX. It's so annoying. Let's try the Bally stuff. I also don't really like navigating their menu, but this will be easier on a real pinball machine where you just have 10 tables to pick from. So Fishtails is on the Bally table. Let's play that one. And I played this earlier for the first time. Are Eunice and Califner two separate, or however you pronounce that, two separate companies? Yeah, they work together. So Califner, I think is how you say it. They launched the Pong coffee table, but Eunice stepped in as a company with real expertise in building that stuff and helped them finish the product and helped them launch. And they handle, or I guess they assist with distribution, and they actually build the table. Califner invented the table, so they probably just collect a royalty on each one sold, is how I think it works. But I do believe they're two separate companies. I tell you what we need is a mini Pong table that's like 50% the size of the real Pong table. That would be dope. A ton of people would buy that. I think they'd pay quite a bit for it too if it was physical. God, these physical tables are, so speaking of physical, are so much harder than like the Star Wars and stuff. I'm trash at these. I'm hoping the monitor. So we've talked a lot about the size of the monitor Arcade1up will have. We know it's a 24-inch, and that is what it is. You either are into that, or it's too small and you need a 32-inch. But the other question is the quality of the monitor, and I don't just mean the resolution. I mean, when you look at this table, there are all these lights, right? There are two things going on. One, there's really fast motion, and then there's a lot of brightness and darkness gamuts. Like you've got bright lights, and then you've got dark spots. So that's going to come down to two things. What's the response rate of this monitor? And if it's a cheap monitor, you know, the response rate's not going to be great. It could be like 20, 30 milliseconds. If it's a great monitor, then it's a couple milliseconds. That's a big difference when you got a ball bouncing around really fast. The other question is that contrast ratio. Can you do really bright imagery and contrast it with really dark at the same time? Or is it like a cheapo LCD screen? And it all just sort of, I don't want to overstate it, but it blurs together a little bit more and is not as clearly contrasted. And we're just not going to know that until Arcade1up launches these. Mr. Gore, what are the total amount of cabinets you have? I don't know offhand. I just sold 2, and I had one in my office, but then we went remote, so that one's not up anymore. I think I have 10 now, maybe 11. I'm kind of selling off my Wave 1 cabinets. They're just, the quality is just too. It just sucks, man. The Wave 1 cabinets just aren't that nice, especially with how good the Wave 3 and 4 cabs are. It's kind of hard to go back to playing them. I'm trying to consolidate a little bit. Like I bought the Miss Pac-Man cocktail so I could get rid of my Galaga machine because it has Galaga on it. With the idea being to make some room for this game, for that Sega cabinet I just picked up, but obviously for pinball. Damn it. Try this one more time, and then we'll play a Marvel table. So again, this one's going to be on the Attack from Mars table or cabinet. Jesus, I'm bad at this table. Got this hillbilly dude just taunting me. I'll play medieval if I have it in my list. I already bought some earlier, and these are like $10 a bundle. If I have it, I play it, but I don't know if I have medieval. I was reading that strategy guide you just wrote me while I'm crapping my pants over here. I guess I shouldn't do two things at once. All right, so now we got to go for that monster fish. Is that what you're telling me? If I'm even still in it, let's see if I got another ball or not. I don't know if I'm out. No, I think I'm done. All right, let me back out, and I'm going to do Marvel real quick. Then we come back and play Attack from Mars. I still can't believe they're not giving us Infinity Gauntlet. That table is so dope. And they're not even giving us Avengers, I don't think. Really surprised by that. I wonder if Marvel's kind of holding back a little bit and they want to maybe have to bring them back and double dip and license a second Marvel cabinet. I don't know. I really don't think Fear is as good as Infinity, though. And certainly not as big as of a license. Wave 2 of what? Wave 2 of the pinballs? I mean, you could argue if you wanted to that the Act Games is kind of already Wave 2. I mean, you're getting high def, you're getting a larger monitor, you're getting DLC, right? You can expand. I mean, you're not getting the Zen tables, which a lot of people want, so I understand that. But you're not getting the artwork that's as nice. Also, John from Arcade1up talked about doing an upgrade kit for Wave 2 if you have the Wave 1 cabinet. Now, will that cost money? Who knows? But hopefully they make good on that because that'd be a good approach. Oh, I got what you're saying. You're saying Avengers will come on Wave 2. Yeah, I could see that. That's definitely going to be the one a lot of people want. Agreed. If you're going for aesthetics, man, there's no question Arcade1up's the choice. I think that Well Played one is kind of ugly, but if it plays well, it's called Well Played. But if it's good gameplay, then maybe it being ugly is all right. Just depends what you're after. Some people are in it for the gameplay. Some people want it almost more of a decor piece. Again, if you guys are just dropping in, this is one of the tables that'll be on the Marvel pinball from Arcade1up. It's called Fear Itself, if you haven't played it. And I said this before, I sound like a broken record, but if you're thinking about the Arcade1ups, you don't know which one to get, damn, I should have nudged it. Download Pinball FX3 and start playing some of these tables and see what you like personally, because there is quite a bit of variance between them. All right, let's play Attack from Mars. Look at that artwork, man. I can't wait to have that in my house if this is the one I end up going with. So dope. Not nearly as fun, though, as the other ones. kind of boring by comparison. I don't think we've gotten a definitive answer if the Attack from Mars table or cabinet, the physical cabinet from Arcade1up, if that'll have a push button plunger or an actual physical plunger. I don't know if you guys know that or have seen that. I think that's still up in the air. And there's no listing for it online yet. Yeah, fair enough, Supers. That is true. I don't know this game at all, so that I'll give it a lot of credit. But man, the digital native ones, man, they're like heroin, like ADD crack. You know, it's just hard to compete with that if you're constrained by physical rules. But I understand there's an art form to this stuff. Physical digital plunger. I'm glad they're doing geez, I'm not even watching the screen now. Sorry about that. I'm glad they're doing a physical plunger on the other tables, but it would be nice if we got the proper push button on Attack from Mars. Oh, physical and a button. All right. Well, you know something I don't then, because I haven't seen the Attack from Mars since it was at the toy fair, and I assume that wasn't a finalized design. Ah, damn. Let's try that one more time at least. What do you guys think? You think we'll get decent sound quality on this? And with the actual Arcade1up cabinet, we get decent speakers? Or are they going to cheap out on us? Nice, good info, Supers. Think they'll cheap out? Yeah, I with as much money as these will cost to produce relative to the other Arcade1up products, I bet you're right. But it'd be nice if we got some premium speakers. Everybody made fun of the iArcade for their emphasis on sound quality, and they may have taken it a little too far. I don't know, but I give them credit for giving us some premium hardware. Oh, first one, man. Welcome aboard. I actually think that's a good point. A lot of people who are into pinball maybe aren't into the video game side of it, who wouldn't be buying the other cabinets, but might pick up a pinball. I think it is going to expand the audience for this home arcade stuff. I think that's true for the At Games pinball too. Although the At Games pinball, it's so robust and kind of complex with all the different things you can do with it. I wonder if that's going to intimidate anybody from thinking that's too complicated and they'll stick with something a little simpler out of the box. And I don't know the answer to that question. I'm just curious. I think sometimes less is more. Damn. If y'all have any strategies for that, man, when the ball just comes straight down the middle, I guess just nudge better. I don't know. If y'all know something about this I don't, though, let me know. Multi-ball hype. Let's go. Damn, I tried both of them and I got neither. That's what I get for getting greedy. Yeah, all right. Good advice. Pinball is something I've only ever enjoyed as like the most casual player. You know, I'd literally just play a game in a bar or something, or there's a bar arcade near me and play, you know, the occasional table, but I never played it enough to really feel like I got any good at it. Yeah, hey David, everyone might be streaming pinball, my man, but who broke the story on YouTube? It's your boy. I want to try that one more time. I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of it. I also kind of saturated the market on this pinball stuff. I hurried up and got a video of me playing some of these tables up, but I goofed and I can't monetize it. And I mean, this channel cost me some money. I got to buy some of this stuff to review and whatever. So I'm not trying to do all this for free. So here I am playing it monetized, right? And by the way, if you're watching, you haven't, consider subscribing. I appreciate it. I hate shilling like that, but you know, it got to sometimes grow the channel. I tend to break quite a bit of home arcade news. I don't break everything. There's definitely some other guys out there that do a good job too, but I try to do my best to be really the #1 place to get this news. Scott, my man. Man, if they nail the haptic feedback on this, I feel like it's going to be so much more addictive with that physical repercussion of playing the game, feeling the ball bouncing around, feeling the bumpers. That's going to be awesome. Man, JY, do you watch my YouTube? Do you look at what I watch on YouTube? I've literally been watching videos all day about Khabib and Jones and who's that whole drama, who's pound for pound. That's funny you're asking that. Dude, I'll tell you, I don't know if I think Jones is pound for pound #1 because he had such a bad fight against Reyes. And guys, if you don't watch MMA, I apologize, but I got to nerd out for a second. I don't think Khabib I think he's great, but people are talking about he's the greatest ever. I don't see it. I don't think he has enough title defenses. I think he had a lot of bad stylistic matchups. I don't know. I don't want to nerd out too much on that and put you guys to sleep. Well, let's play a different table till we back out of this. David, sorry to hear you're not excited for Outrun. I don't know. I'm kind of excited, but I want to see if they get the pedals right and or the pedal placement. I want to see if they get that right, and I want to see if they get the steering wheel right. Khabib is a beast, man. There's no doubt about it. But how can he be the best ever? He cuts like 25 pounds to make weight in his division for one. So he's literally not fighting guys his size. I mean, everybody cuts weight, but Khabib cuts like crazy. I don't have Medieval, my dude. Should I just buy it real quick? Maybe I will. What do we want here? What's this costing me? Man. All right. I'll buy this just for y'all. I guess this will give me something to play. Get that out of there. Wasn't planning on buying stuff tonight, guys. Come on now. You know, I don't think I've played Hulk pinball. Was Hulk on that list? I don't have that list up on top of me, but let me know if it's on the Arcade1up list. In the meantime, let's play a little Medieval. Man, I'm supposed to be the one talking you guys into spending money and buying products and crap. What am I doing spending money? All right, let's see what's up with Medieval. I don't think I've played this before, so don't expect much. Looks good, though. Good looking table. David and JY, who do you guys think #1 pound for pound is? Super is joining the channel. I appreciate it, man. We just launched that a few weeks ago, and I didn't even know if anybody was going to join, and a bunch of people have. I'm very flattered by that. Thank you for joining up. Appreciate that. It's fun doing this with y'all, man. This YouTube stuff's a good time because we all share this same passion, right? We got our different preferences, which games we like and stuff, but it's cool being able to do this with you guys. Man, that dragon is really distracting. That is borderline irritating. This is a cool table, though. Yeah, I mean, I could dig that. I'm not going to argue with you about Jones being disqualified. I tell you, if imagine being someone who fought Jones and lost, and you find out later, you know, I know it was picograms, it was really small amounts, but there's enough smoke there where he was hiding under tables and stuff to avoid the inspectors or the USADA, whatever they're called. You know, the dude's juicing and he beats you. That's got to suck, man. Pepper, yeah, you can get rid of that trail. That's an option. And if you know that and you're just asking I'm going to leave it on, just helps me. I'm playing on a pretty small screen because I've got other stuff up on my monitor, so I kind of need it to see the ball. But you can turn it off. Yeah, St. Pierre, man, he's got to be up there. He has to be part of that conversation for #1 of all time. And Silva, too. That's the fight I wanted to see was George St. Pierre versus Khabib. And it sounds like we're not going to get it, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of money to be made there, so maybe Khabib will come back for it. And obviously, GSP is getting a little old, but still, I've seen some of his recent training videos. Dude's a monster. And I think he would fight Khabib wrestling. No one has done that other than Al Iaquinta, but he wasn't world class. What's up, X? Welcome in, man. Playing a little Arcade1up Pinball. It's really just Zen Pinball, but these are tables that will be available on the Arcade1up Value table, which is the Attack from Mars. Yeah, I hope you're right, Dave. Shit, that's what I get for itching my face. I don't have thoughts on Kamzat. I don't know if I've watched him fight, but I'm glad. So he's booked against, what's that guy's name? He was ranked #3 in his division. I can't think of his name. Leon Edwards, that's it. So that's when we're going to find out if he's legit or not. I'll stream his blocky, really? Anyone else experiencing that? My internet connection is pretty strong. I'm not sure what that might be. Let me close a few things and see if that helps at all. Damn, a lot of you guys are into UFC. It's funny, I've got friends that we watch it together, and they've asked if we should do something on YouTube about it. And, you know, I mean, this is a very specific channel with retro gaming stuff, so I don't think I should split the audience up like that, but I might do an MMA channel someday. It's always something I'd be interested in. It's fun, man. It's the only sport that's growing right now. And I don't watch other sports really, but viewership is down across the board. But UFC, obviously the biggest promotion in MMA, they're killing it. Ah, damn. Need those safe angles like my boy was telling me about. Hey, sorry about that, X. If it's clear for other people, it might be your connection. I'm not sure if I can do anything to help. I'm going to try that again. I don't feel like I did very well. We'll see if I can do any better second time around. Apparently not. You guys know there was a original home arcade pinball a few years ago called Zazzle. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. They're out of business now, but they made miniature physical tables, and I don't think they were great, but they were also only like $300 or $400 for a physical table. Amanda Rebus. I don't know if I know who that is, man. Dude, Colby is hilarious. His most recent interview, I forget which YouTube channel he was on, but dude was hilarious. Yeah, X, you can turn that stuff on. I'm going to leave it on so I can kind of see what's moving, but you are able to turn that off in the settings. And really, hopefully in Arcade1up, that stuff's turned off automatically. But if you're a fan of Colby, man, watch that most recent interview. It's super funny. It was posted, I think, yesterday. If you just look up Colby interview from yesterday, you'll see it. I don't think roller goalie. Damn, it's turned into a MMA discussion. I don't know how that happened. I don't know about that, man. I never heard about GSP declining. I'll tell you, Khabib wants to fight him at 155-pound weight class. If you guys watching don't know about MMA, so it's like any kind of combat sport. It's all about your weight. You get that ball out of that back corner. It's so damn loud back there. So Khabib, I guess, walks around at almost 190 pounds, but he cuts all the way down to 155 so he can fight guys smaller than him, which is why I don't think he's the greatest ever. That's my main argument. But be that as it may, and you might disagree. I mean, Khabib clearly is badass. GSP fought at a heavier weight. I think he fought at 170, and I think he fought at 185. And he's retired now. And the older you get, kind of the heavier you get naturally. So for Khabib to come down to 155 is crazy. So if GSP declined, if that's true, I guarantee it's because Cut Baby Khabib wanted to fight at 185 or 155. Sorry. And Ngannou and Stipe are fighting. I think that fight's booked. I'm almost certain that's the next Stipe fight. Yeah, he's a monster, but y'all are forgetting, man. Stipe already took him out. Now Ngannou's evolved since then, so I'm not saying it'll be that easy again. But yeah, there you go. You're right. He beat Bisping for the strap and then retired. Yep. What a badass. I wasn't following it as much back then, even though it wasn't that long ago. I kind of just got into it in the past year. That damn dragon, man. That thing is annoying. Oh, dude, good for you, man. That's a long time. You were ahead of the curve too, because there are a lot of people that just got into it when it moved to ESPN. I mean, I've been watching it longer than that. I said a year. It's actually longer. It's probably 2 or 3 years, but still. Can't get that ramp to save my life. Are you guys convinced yet which pinball you think you get? I still feel like I'm undecided. I guess I'm leaning more toward Attack from Mars now that I played it a little more and got into it better. Yeah, Tito versus Chuck Wars. I guess Tito and Dana White got into a fight on their plane and had to be broken up. Yeah, Saltprist, I think you're onto something, man. I'm back to leaning toward Attack from Mars. I think I'm back on the bandwagon. And Star Wars was cool, but I already have the Star Wars cabinet, so I already have a Star Wars thing in my room. Maybe I should branch out. Huh. Good insight, Roller. But again, man, I'll bet you money that dude called him out at 155, and because that's what he's doing now. He's calling him out, or was before he retired at 155, and that's just bogus. Again, he never fought at 155. Why would you call him out at that? All right, I think I got a couple more in me before I call it a night. Let's see. What do you guys want me to play next? Junkyard and Funhouse. All right, yeah, let's do Junkyard. Yeah, David, that's a good point, man. Everybody's played that Star Wars and Marvel stuff. I never played this one before. Let's see what's up.
I'm Crazy Bob. Trapped in my junkyard.
You imagine being a voice actor for something like this, man? Must have been the goofiest job. Hey, Dave, good hanging with you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, nice. What's that cost in the X? Walking Buckley KO. Was that the one where the other guy grabbed his foot and he spun around and kicked him? Because if so, I missed that fight and I just watched the replays. But if so, that was obviously badass. $2,000. Nice, man. Yeah, you're right about that, Rolly. Seeing them in their prime would have been dope. But I mean, riddle me this: why doesn't Colby? Why doesn't Khabib just go up in the weight class? There are plenty of strong wrestlers he can fight. Kamaru for one, Colby for two. I mean, I'm not saying they're on GSP's level, but that would be an interesting fight to watch. And Khabib doesn't take it; he stays in his weight class, which is why I don't see how he's the greatest ever. It's not like he's smaller than those guys. Again, he walks around at 190. He's big enough to fight those guys, and he just chooses not to. I think that's kind of lame. Damn, I gotta pay attention again. Use that as an excuse whenever I drop a ball too easy. I was reading the chat. How about that? I actually don't really like this table that much. Let's get out of here. I didn't know there was a Rick and Morty pinball. Who does that? Is that a Stern machine or someone else? Also, what's it doing in your garage, man? You can get that thing open. Let's try another star. Let's try Boba Fett. Because I know this one's on the Arcade1up. That's such a lame launch animation, man. There's no momentum. I don't know what the hell this is doing playing Star Wars music right now. is not supposed to be doing that because then YouTube will knock this thing off. My whole reason I'm on here is because my last video used Star Wars music. I thought I turned all that crap off. Let's go back to the Empire.
I begin, my master.
It's a better table anyway. I don't really like that Boba Fett one too much. So far, at least. I feel like this is a good noob table. Like you just don't know what you're doing. Like me, you just jump into it. It's really approachable.
All I gotta do is find this Yoda. If he exists.
If you want to be around when I made a mistake, well, this could be it, sweetheart.
Let me finish what you begin.
Get shot. Thousands of third drawers safely collected. What is it, General? You must.
Who licenses those games, Cold? What company is that? Spooky and all that? I'm not familiar with those tables.
There's a meteorite to hit the ground near here. I want to check it out.
Because I'll tell you, the big question is, what's Stern going to do? Are they going to do anything? Are they going to stay old school and not get with any of these manufacturers? Jersey Jack Pinball, I'm not familiar with them. Damn, I forgot to say your name already. Is it Superist? I think I said it. If I said that wrong, let me know. Man, I know what you're saying, and I know that's why they haven't done it yet. But you got to remember, these bars and arcades are not buying new pinball machines right now. They're kind of struggling to stay alive. So maybe they're thinking they'll wait it out, and maybe they will be able to wait it out. But you know, how many years do they have to go without being able to get a new sales before they get into the digital game?
What is it, General?
All I gotta do is find this Yoda. If he exists.
The other interesting thing is these are kind of family-run small companies. Like, I mean, Stern's a big company, but they're privately held. They can do whatever they want. And those are the kind of companies that'll be stubborn sometimes and hold out. Oh, is it that much? I knew they sold into the whole market, but I didn't realize it was the majority of the market. I stand corrected then. If Stern is 70% home and people are paying that $5,000 for that home line they have, then I guess they keep doing what they're doing. Yeah, pinball guys are definitely rich. There's no question about that. Man, I should have stuck with Attack from Mars when I was getting decent at it.
For the last time, Admiral.
Try this one more time. Nice crotch shot of Vader. Thanks for that.
The rebellion needs you.
Oh, damn, they're big time then. Oh, maybe somebody will license them. I was surprised to see Act Games go all in with the Gottlieb tables, knowing that Gottlieb already is in play with Toy Shock. I mean, not that you can't have multiple vendors. I think it's good to have that choice, but it'd be nice to see some new brands in play. Maybe like you're talking about with Jersey Jack, instead of it all being the same stuff.
You must choose.
There's a meteorite to hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. It won't take long. Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda. If he exists.
If you want to be around when I made a mistake, well, this could be it, sweetheart. Finish what you can do. Get shot. Move along.
Yeah, true that. Mention Act Games is kind of an open platform, but they are going to do official table downloads. So be interested to see what licenses they can get. Roller, that's probably why you're seeing Gottlieb get licensed so much, because they're probably quite a bit cheaper than Valley and Williams and Stern. And I don't know if people appreciate how little profit per machine you get when you sell these things for $500-600 plus you got to pay for the license. And some of the licenses you might pay per unit. Like every table I sell, I got to pay you, $10 or whatever. But sometimes it's an upfront cost. Like there's one arcade company, they spent between $500K and $1 million for one license. I can't tell you who that was, but it doesn't really matter who they were. It's just they had to spend that money, and then if they can't sell enough cabinets to make that up out of the profit, after shipping costs and building and all that and materials, and they're just out of luck, man. This arcade space is a rough game. I don't think their artwork on the pinball is terrible. I did hear originally they were going to do like really generic artwork like the Legends Ultimate has, but instead they went with a mashup of the different Gottlieb tables, and it'll never look as good as a dedicated cabinet artwork. But that said, I think it looks pretty slick, given that it's not just one cabinet. I'll always think one cabinet design looks better.
Too easy. Your fault. You learn much, young one.
You'll find I'm full of surprises.
This is new. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Just got a block.
Skywalker. But you haven't joined yet. Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker. Everyone knew this to be true.
I strike back. I don't even know the controls for this.
You want to be impossible.
I have felt it.
I never heard the inside story why Pinball Arcade lost its licenses.
If he even exists. Those rebels won't escape us.
Thousands of third droids circling out. You must complete the training. You must choose.
All right, if anyone knows how to play this, let me know. How's Golden Axe holding up? It's like, oh shit, wrong one. Golden Axe is awesome, man. Big fan. They really need to fix where you can pick the game from any joystick, but it's awesome. I haven't beat Death Adder yet, though. I need to go back and finish it. I played it a bunch for the review, and then I got busy. I haven't been able to go back as much as I'd like. Also, it was just a quality control thing with Farsight. It's interesting.
I have felt it.
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda. If it even exists.
Golden Axe is dope, but I tell you, I've been playing my Miss Pac-Man more. It's nice to finally have an official Miss Pac. And so I play that quite a bit, and I play Dig Dug a lot because I've been wanting Dig Dug for a fat minute. That was a game I used to play on computer with my dad way back in the day.
Any further.
Thousands of third droids circling the galaxy.
I think the issue, I've never gotten an official story on this, so it's just me speculating, but I think the issue with Golden Axe was that no retailers picked it up, and then I think Arcade1up themselves underestimated the demand. Now, they say it was part of their master plan to sell it on their website and use that to create demand and stuff, but if that was true, I feel like they just have more units available to hurry up and ship to retailers, so I don't know. Nah, I haven't done that cold. I'm not a fan of having like 1,000 titles in a cabinet or anything like that. I like having the separate titles kind of deal. I've added some titles to my Legends Ultimate, but that's about as far as it's gone. I haven't messed around with Pandora's Box or Pi or anything like that.
You must choose. You have learned much, young one.
Interesting backstory, Roller. Damn, I wish I knew how to hit this dude.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker. You are my destiny. The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Oh, shit.
All too easy. Then the thought. What is it, General?
Multicade with swappable control panels is best. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see if At Games is going to go in that direction. I think they've laid the foundation for it with their 1.1 having hot swappable control panels. And just wait and see if they're going to actually deliver and give us like steering wheel and stuff like that. What's up, Garage? Good to see you, man. Candy Cab, that's something that nobody's done yet. I was talking to the Unico guys that did the Neo Geo. And I was telling them what they ought to do is like an Astro Cab, recreate the Astro Cab. I think it'd be within line of the MVS, and then it was like a real original arcade multi-cab. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I've been on this damn desk chair for about 14 hours, so I'm gonna get up, try to get a little exercise in, get ready for bed. But thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later.